Our first breaking 50 video was a disaster. Kind of. We had some audio issues going in. The wind was pretty heavy, so we couldn't really record any audio, but we were able to get the recording with a voiceover. But thank you for watching. This is our first breaking 50. See how it goes. So here we are, first breaking 50, straight off the car, first hit. The winds were going about 20 miles, 15 to 20 miles an hour, so it was a little crazy for me. Never played something like that before. Since the lesson we had, I've been really just trying to see about making good contact. The grip is different, the stance is different. Basically, he rebuilt my whole swing, so I'm just trying to get back used to that. Those first two shots really got swallowed up by the wind and kind of pushed down. So I'm trying to make sure going forward that I try to keep it under, but in doing so, I kind of got under that one and really destroyed it. So rewatching this back, I really noticed that, you know, the short game is a big opportunity for me. As you can see here, the chip isn't bad on this one, but you'll see in some of the other ones that definitely is going to need some work. I think with, you know, a high handicap player like me, you know, long game is not necessarily where you need to focus. You know, 100 yards in is where you need to spend most of your time. But you can really see here, like in my shorts and my shirt, that the wind is blowing and it's going to affect putts going forward and everything else. This is a great example. Like, yeah, missed a long one, that's no problem, but this one should have gone in. I should have really made that putt right there. And those are just added strokes around the green. I need to try to get a void. Triple bogey is definitely not the way you want to start. Obviously, with most high handicappers, we have a tendency to look up, so a big focus also for me is making sure my head stays down to try to get a good solid hit without picking my head up. And you'll see a couple of those later, sadly, but you know, definitely getting some better flight on the ball. Here we got close to the tee box, so it was the right distance, just went left because of the wind. On this putt, you can really see the wind affect the ball. You can see go right there, and then just this weird left movement. You know, a little bit of it is a hill, definitely, but you can see where that ball is just moving left. I mean, it really helped me and almost went in, but this is, again, one of those short putts that I should have made, right? Wind and stuff doesn't matter. I should have made that, missed it off to the right, and then it just adds another stroke to when I didn't need it to. So minimizing 3 putts and kind of the 100 yards in, that definitely one need to work on. I had noticed in the last couple of tee shots that I was really hunched over, so I'm trying to see in this one, trying to stand up a little bit taller to see if it helps a little bit with control. This shot here really hit it off the toe of the club and it went way right, more right than I was anticipating, right? So it was a big open area over here to where I can hit the next shot in. I think it was like a 5-iron in because of the wind, and I got to the front of the green, which I was excited about. But again, using the putter here to try to get closer to the hole, and like putts really were kind of a lifesaver today. Put that one fairly close. I thought I was gonna almost make that one at one point. And then short putt right here that definitely should have gone in again because of the distance, and it did. This is a cool little par 3 with water on the left. Definitely the misses to the right if you're going to do it. Got a good shot in here. Had to club up because we're going into the wind. But I actually got one of the closest shots that I had today. And also the first opportunity for birdie that I can think of. Completely overthought the putt. I backed off twice and before I actually hit it. And then just missed it to the left. So that could have been my first birdie that I can remember. So sadly it messed up. You could tell here I'm just lost and disheveled, and I try to go back up, and I should have probably stepped away for a minute and before hitting this next one, because just like normal, when I hit this one I went ahead and missed it severely, and then had to do another putt, had to lip outs there, so it goes back to bogey. Next hole here, a little bit more confident because of that first shot. So as you can see, again, trying to stand up a little bit taller in order to try to help the swing a little bit. Had a good drive. This hole was actually not a bad hole. I had good lies all the way through. As you can see, the grass is a little dead. That second shot put it close to the green. And then the chip here was decent. I'm still nervous about hitting it too hard, so I kind of left it a little bit short. Lag putt up, and you can see the wind really just demolished that ball right there. Had been the range I was having trouble with all day, but luckily this one right here actually did fall for me, so it shows that I can make it. Now I just need to focus that way on all of them. This was a monster of a hole, because this whole hole I was going into the wind, so this drive right here just got eaten up and just went right back down, kind of shot down like a rocket. This 3-wood was a bad hit on my part because I went left thinking the wind would push it to the right, and didn't. Here the hole is kind of over the shrub right here that I went over, but the wind actually did pick this one up and kind of send it over to this area. Luckily I was never in an area where I was in a sand trap or in really high grass, so I was able to get some good strikes on the ball. That hit I was pretty happy with because it got me close to the green, left me a putt in. This putt was a pretty decent lag putt, but it gave me a bigger opportunity to try to hit this one close and just off to the right. So again, those close range putts was what was having issues with. A lot shorter hole on this one. It's a little par 3. Did shoot this one off a little bit to the right. As you see, the restrooms over there to the right is where we actually landed. Chip shot. This grass right here really caught my club, so it really stopped the momentum of the shot. Try to lag it up here. I had a decent lie, so there wasn't too much to go over, so I went ahead and just putted it, and I got again pretty close with the lag putt. So I was hoping to get this one in. Again, it's just within that range where I've been having trouble all day with it, and just off to the left. So I was able to tap it in for a double bogey. Another par 5 here, again trying to stand up a little straighter to try to get more angle on the ball. Went ahead and good solid contact again. I think the wind was actually at our back on here, so it was actually a good shot as far as distance goes. Decent lie here, trying to get it a little closer. Good contact with that 3-wood, left me just to the left of the green. I was a little nervous about this tree, I had to get over it, and I always run into trees, so I was expecting that. Luckily I was able to get up and over, and actually on the green here to the left myself a pretty long little birdie putt. But I decided to try to take a shot at it anyways. I was able to get fairly close, and you see the wind just kind of really stopped that ball. Here's that area that we're having trouble with all day. Just missed it off to the left a little bit, and then I was able to tap in here for the bogey. Really starting to race the daylight here as it's kind of starting to come down on us, but I was able to get another decent strike here with the driver, get out in the middle of the fairway, which is always a plus. This is one of the first shots I can think of today that I actually picked my head up when I was swinging. Really affected the contact, really affected everything else because I went off to the right. This slide was kind of rough. It actually grabbed my golf club when I went through. You can see kind of the divot there that was left because of the mud that was kind of lying on the top. So we had this kind of chip up, and I just sculled it. Picked my head up again, scaled it all the way across the green, and I knew it right then and there. So here, sadly, over the 50 mark, just trying to finish out the round, get as close as we can. Decent chip right there, got me pretty close. Again, this is the distance I was having trouble with today. Hit this putt close to it, and left it short. So I was able to tap in and finish it off and finish off the round. Thank you for joining us for our first Breaking 50. We will have more of these coming this year, so we look forward to those. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Later.